Now, if you haven't already watched the basic drawing video tutorial that I did, series of tutorials, you want to go back and create that. This is the second part of my Flash training series. So, animation. Let's talk about it. We've all seen animation in Flash on websites that we've gone to that maybe has a splash page, or maybe an animated button that you roll over and something happens. Before we can do anything complex like that, we need to understand some basic principles. Let's go up to Modify, Document. Okay, first thing, frames per second. Every animation, every timeline that you have needs to have a frame rate. And basically what this means is every second, how many frames are we going to go through in order to give a smooth or a rough animation look. Film is shot at 24 frames per second. The naked eye will normally see around 30 frames per second, I believe. If you go down to like 10 frames per second, you're welcome to do that, but it'll look a little more choppy and the motion won't look smooth. So we're going to start out with 24 frames per second, and what that means is that here on our timeline, frame 1 starts at 0, and by the time we get to frame 24, which doesn't exist because we haven't added it yet, 1 second has elapsed. So as you go along, this timeline will not show you in time, it will show you in frames. So just know that every 24 frames you're hitting 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. So as you time out your animation, you want to make sure that you allot the amount of frames that you have to the time that you want the animation to complete.